Hello yogi friends, how are you today? Today we are going to do ocean yoga together. Now, have you ever been to an ocean before? An ocean is a very, very, very big body of water. And sometimes it has very big waves. Sometimes there are beaches to go swimming in. I love to go to the beach and swim to the ocean. So maybe you've been to the ocean or maybe you haven't, but either way, we can all do ocean yoga together. There are so many animals that live in oceans, and we are going to do some of those poses today and pretend that we are ocean animals and lots of things to do with oceans. So we always start by breathing together. So everybody sit down on the floor however you want to, as long as you are comfortable. And we are going to do wave breathing today. Now, can you think of a big wave of water? It comes up high and then it crashes down on to the beach and goes whoosh. So we are going to make the sound of a wave. And the first thing we're going to do is take a deep, deep breath in. So everybody breathe in and let it out sound like a wave. Whoosh. Good, do that again. Breathe in. Let it out sound like a wave. Whoosh. One more time. Breathe in. Let it out sound like a wave. Whoosh. That was great breathing, yogi friends. Now, before we get to all of our ocean poses, we are going to start our yoga by doing 2 sun salutations, because that is a very good way to warm up our body for the rest of our yoga practice. So if you've done sun salutations before, that's excellent. If you haven't, you can just follow me. So everybody stand up. Stand up really, really tall, and we're going to do mountain pose. So reach up really high like a mountain. You're a big, tall mountain. Now lower down, bend down, tickle your toes. Now feet jump back. This is a hard pose. This is called plank pose. And lower all the way to the ground. Now press up with your hands. Look up and say, hello, sun. And tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Now jump your feet up to your hands if you can, and tickle your toes. Rise up high, mountain pose. Reach up really high. Let's do that again. Bend down low and tickle your toes. Feet jump back. And bring your belly all the way to the ground. Now press up with your hands. Look up and say, hello, sun. And downward facing dog. Now feet jump up to your hands. And bend down and tickle your toes. Now reach up high again. Mountain pose. That was excellent, yogis. Very, very good sun salutations. Now, if you wanted to go out on the ocean, what would you need to go on? Could you take a car out onto the ocean? No. Could you take a train out onto the ocean? No. You would need to take a boat. So the first pose we are going to do is called boat pose, because it makes us look like a boat. So everybody sit down and lift your feet up and lift your arms up. This is called boat pose. It's hard, isn't it? It can be tricky. Good. And maybe the boat's a little rocky. Can you rock back and forth? Good. Now sometimes boats need to go under bridges. So let's be a bridge with bridge pose. Lay down on the floor, bend your knees, and press your hips up. You are a bridge. Nice job. Maybe boats can go under you now. We look like a bridge. Good work. Let's take one more big breath here. And let it out. Now let's do one more boat pose. So again, let's look like a boat. Let's put our feet up and our arms out, and we look like a boat that's ready to go on the ocean. Can you rock your boat back and forth a little bit? Nice work. It's hard, isn't it? Would you like to do bridge one more time? Let's be a bridge. Lay down, bend your knees, and lift your hips. You are a bridge, a tall, tall bridge. And boats can go under you. Let's take one more breath. Let it out. Very good job, friends. Now it's time for us to be ocean animals. And when I think of the ocean, the first animal I think of is a fish. There are so many kinds of fish that live in the ocean. So we are going to do fish pose. So lay down on your backs and come onto your elbows like this. So we're propped up a little bit. And lean your head back. This is called fish pose. And maybe you want to make some fish noises or make a fish face. Say blub, 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 blub. Can you lift your chest a little higher and lean your head back a little bit more? And say blub, blub, blub like a fish. Take one more breath and let it out. Oh, fishies, you look so great as fish. Now I'm thinking of another animal that walks along the bottom of the ocean. Sometimes you find them on beaches and they have pinchers and they go pinch, 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 pinch. If you are thinking about a crab, that's what I was thinking about too. Now we're going to be crab and we're going to come into a pose called reverse tabletop. So I'm going to press up on my hands and my feet, and now I can walk from side to side or back and forth, just like a crab. Can you do the same thing? And maybe say pinch, pinch, pinch. And can you walk back? And maybe forward again. And back again. Good. One more breath in. And let it go. Good job being crabs. That was very good. Okay, now I am thinking of an animal that has 8 long tentacles. Should we count to 8 together? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I don't have 8 arms or legs, but we can pretend. So I'm gonna sit with my feet crossed like this, and I'm going to pretend that I have arms, 8 arms, like an octopus. So move your arms around like an octopus and breathe in and out. And maybe they come in front of you. Move them around like you're swimming in the ocean like an octopus. And breathe in and out. Good job. One more breath. In and out. That was excellent. You made a great octopus. Very good job. Now, one of my favorite animals that lives in the ocean is a seal. Have you seen seals before? They can swim very fast and they like to catch fish to eat. So we are going to be a seal together. So we are going to be a seal by doing a pose called upward facing dog. And you know it because it's in a sun salutation. So I want you to lay down on your belly and use your hands. Press yourself up. And we can make the sound of a seal. Can you make the sound of a seal? It goes like this. Arf, 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 arf. Can you make that sound? Good. And let's lower down and do a seal one more time. Press up with your hands. And let's make a seal sound. Arf, 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 arf. Good work, seals. You look awesome. And I have another animal that I really like in oceans. And they can jump high out of the water and swim fast. And they are dolphins. Do you all like dolphins? I love dolphins. we are going to do a pose called dolphin pose. So, I want you to come to a high plank. Do you remember what that looks like? That's hard, isn't it? It is, it's very hard. Now even harder, come onto your elbows like this and walk your feet closer to your arms. And this is called dolphin pose. It's a hard pose, isn't it? Maybe walk your feet back and then walk your feet forward. Dolphin pose and walk back. And maybe one more time walk forward for dolphin pose. Nice job, friends. That's a very hard pose. And the last pose I have for us to do today is an animal that is so peaceful in the ocean. And I'm thinking of a sea turtle. Now, what do turtles have on their backs? They have shells. So we're going to curl up like we are in our shell. So everybody sit on your knees and curl forward. Put your arms along your body like this. And we look like a turtle. Very good. Our shell is on our back and we're tucked inside just like a turtle. One more breath. Let it out. Now come back to sitting, and before we finish with Shavasana, we are going to do 3 more wave breaths today. So remember the sound a wave makes crashing on the beach? Whoosh. We are going to make that sound. So everybody take a deep breath in. Get your arms ready, let it out. Whoosh. Take another deep breath in. Get your arms ready, let it out. Shh. And one more time, a deep breath in. Get your arms ready, let it out like a wave. Very good job. And now it is time for our Shavasana, which is my favorite part of practice. So in Shavasana, we get into a very comfortable position and we just breathe for a little bit. So we are going to take 10 breaths together. So I want you to lay down however you are comfortable. Maybe it's on your side, maybe it's on your back, maybe it's on your belly. I like to lay down on my back and I let my arms just fall and my legs fall wherever they want to. And we're going to take 10 breaths together and I'm going to count for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Now begin to wiggle out your fingers and your toes and roll your wrists and your ankles and reach your arms above your head and take the biggest stretch you can. Make your body as long as you can make it. And now come up to a comfortable seated position, however you'd like to sit. And we end class always by bringing our hands to heart center and thanking each other for being here. So together we say Namaste.